Howdy all, welcome to part 37, and it's about time that I moved on and completed the rest of these mini sub-quests. We've done practically all the kids bar from Mimi and Joe, so yeah. There is another way of sorting out Digichips. You can go to the digital dimension and do so. It just enables you to enter, and no cutscenes or anything, you just fiddle around. So I just goes in there to change my chips. Put the chips from Garbymon and Palmon onto Palmon and Gomamon because they're gonna need it. This isn't like Yamato and Sora's fights. This is easy. But it does require a champion. And we're back on Recycled Street. I swear this street appears so friggin' often across these sub-quests. And how does Mimi's parents not notice Palmon? Anyway, we see something that could potentially cause grief. So we need to act, and act quick. But of course we've got Mimi's parents to contend with as well, and that can be a problem. And it's a DeathMeramon. Yes, another one of Digimon's servants. Oh god, they're everywhere. So the whole idea is Mimi's got to briefly lose her parents so she can run off and, with the help of Palmon, fight this guy. God, the way I worded it kind of made me imagine Mimi fighting a DeathMeramon. Can you imagine Mimi trying to beat up a DeathMeramon? Just, no. No. It's down to Palmon to do all the beating up. So, you don't really get a chance to, you know, change Digichips. So, you're kind of stumped here. So, you want to make sure that you have Digichips either by going to the digital dimension or by making sure you do that in Yamato's subquest or in Taichi's little tiny exposition episode. This is an easy fight. You can see why the game weren't too worried about having Agumon fight anyone, because he's probably got the most experience out of all of them. Because Taichi's the one you often find yourself using the most in any case. And this isn't really that tough of a fight. At least it isn't when the punch doesn't miss. If I need to heal, then I can. Because I know I said it before many times, and I'll say it again. Use the damn punch. It does so much more damage. Needle spray does fuck all really in comparison. And we're just going to use the needle spray because he's finished anyway, so who the hell cares? And that's Mimi's subquest done. Literally. You get a bit of talking, and then you get thrown into a fight, a bit more talking, and then that's it for these subquests. And I like that item. That is a good item to pick up. I'm happy about that. This is the same place Takuru fought Digimon. So we fought DeathMeramon. So it's about time that Mimi went and reunited with her parents. Sounds to me like she might be upset because maybe life's not going to be 100% back to normal or something. I don't know. I'm just guessing. So we reunite with Mimi's parents, who I believe, if I remember rightly from the anime, were rather strange. I won't go into too much detail, but let's just say that they overreacted most out of all the parents who found out about the Digimon. But I'm not going to go into too much detail about it, because that's all Season 2 stuff. Speaking of which, it would be great if they did make a Season 2 game. You know, Adventure 2. But I wouldn't blame them if they didn't. I just think it would be awesome if there was an Adventure 2 game, or a Tamers game even. I really quite enjoyed Tamers as well, the anime. I didn't really get to see Frontier all the way through, because they didn't fucking release it over here on television, I don't think. At least I never saw it. Anyway, Joe's episode's last, and it's probably one of the more difficult ones. So, I'd probably say... use an Evo item if your L button's like mine and it's shit. Otherwise, lots of defense, lots of attack power, fair bit of defensive power. Healing items might be a good idea, maybe a healing ability if need be. I'll be honest, this isn't a hard subquest mission by any means, but it's probably the one I had. Well, I'd say it's only very slightly easier than Takaru's, and that's only because Patamon's useless. But this guy that we're going to face takes quite a while to bring down this time round, because with this time we're only fighting him with one Digimon, whereas before, when last time we fought this particular Digimon, we had a whole team of 3 and it went down rather quickly. That was only a couple of parts ago. I did mention this Digimon was going to be reappearing, and it's in this subquest that it reappears. I'm sorry, I'll classify them as subquests. I mean, they are compulsory. You have to beat these in order to move on. But practically most of these never really happen in the anime. The only ones that do is Taichis and Kushiros. The rest of them just kind of... yeah, they don't really happen in the anime. I suppose they're just kind of shoved in there to give you an excuse to actually battle and level up your Digis. Anyway, Gessamon reappears, that Sharktopus Octo-Shark thing. And this fight is harder this time, because you only have one Digimon against him, and this Digimon can only ever reach champion, it can't reach any higher. So, this is going to be not a hard fight necessarily, but a lengthy one certainly. So, I'm going to probably be here a while fighting this guy with the Kakumon. Like I say, lots of attacks, Digichips, defense Digichips, all going to be helpful. Stat boosting is definitely going to be helpful. And just pray that the fucker don't poison you, because he can do that. Heal if you need to. This isn't going to be the easiest fight in the world. I'm just thankful that the Kakumon doesn't eat up so much in the way of SP. Otherwise it would be really, really time consuming and tedious. Come on, let's do it. I did have a healing move put on a Kakumon just in case. So that'll probably help some. Nah, you missed me. Oh fuck, he poisoned me. Don't ever tease the Gessamon. Gessamon is not amused. Oh god, this attack actually hurts quite a chunky bit, so you know, it takes a fair chunk off, so you want to be careful. Whereas you're only whittling him down piece by piece, and that's kind of a bugging thing. So that's, like I said, I'm just going to be using healing items, like the healing move that I slapped on Ikakumon for a Digichip in conjunction with harpoon torpedoes. Nah. Take this, bitch. There really isn't much to say about this fight. It's not that bad. But I am going to probably need to heal up. So let's do that. Like I say, just keep healing if you need to, and just keep ramming into him. It's a lengthy fight, but it will eventually be beaten. And it is taking long enough that Ikakumon's SP is actually around half full, so that's not that great. I don't really want to run out of SP because this fight will take friggin' forever otherwise. Nah, you missed me. Right, come on. Oh god. He seems to like that move. Just to clarify, it isn't that Gessamon's got any stronger. It's, like I say, it has everything to do with the fact that we're only fighting him with one Digimon this time, and well, Ikakumon's pretty decent defensively and can also hold a fair chunk of SP. Attack-wise, he's not that great. So I recommend slapping attack Digichips onto him to boost his attack power. Let's give Northern Lights a go. Okay, fair enough. Oh god, leave me alone, cocksucker. Heal! Heal, I tell you, Ikakumon! I really hope it don't come down to me using an SP item, because let's face it, I'm gonna need them later on. Come on, let's finish him. A couple more hits and that should be it. Oh, for goodness sake, stop using that attack! Oh, thank god it missed again. This guy's got shite aim. Must be something to do with the lack of eyes. Because I can't see his eyes anywhere. Well, let's finish him. That takes care of Gessamon for good. We won't have to fight this guy again. Thank fuck. And that deals with all the quote-unquote sub-quests that we have to deal with all the children. So Joe's whining again. I'm presuming it's something to do with his older brother. There's something that's probably of great interest. In the anime, Joe, the amount of brothers Joe has depends on which version you watched. If you watched the Japanese version, Joe has 2 brothers. But in the English dub, he only has 1 brother. But I think he's got a bit of a inferiority complex or something. But I think this scene is kind of... This scene itself kind of does happen, I think, in the anime, but in a different place. Like, after they discovered the 8th child. And I think... I'm not sure if this is actually the whole thing about Joe becoming a doctor or whatever, when he... or whatever. And his brother saying, it's your life, do what you want with it. Don't live what... don't live your life the way other people want you to live it. Live it the way you want to live it. Because that actually did happen in the anime, but obviously at a different point in time. And it didn't involve battling the DeathMeramon at all. In the anime, once DeathMeramon died the first time, he stayed dead. He didn't decide to come back for a second round. Now stop whining, Joe. It's all you ever bloody do. Someone needs to give that boy a slap round the head. Clip round the ear roll. The funny thing is, in Digimon Adventure 2, which takes place 3 years after the events of, Digimon Adventure 1, Joe's actually kind of cool. It's just here that he's a whiny cunt. It just goes to show the kids do grow up. Right, so now we are actually moving on now to carry on with like the main story. Even though you could technically argue all those fights were part of the main story. But this is actually where we... well... this actually happens in the anime. More to do with finding the 8th child, I'm guessing. Blah 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 blah. So I believe he sends Pico Devimon and Taomon out to search. And then we get to catch up with the kids again. We're all meeting up. Well, almost all the kids are here apart from Joe. Joe's late. But that's not surprising. He better have a bloody good excuse. Anyway, we got the other kids to talk to, and we can rank up with... I think we can rank up with all of them, I'm not sure. But for whatever reason, I found myself still looking around to see if there was any items. I didn't learn from last time with Taichi. There wasn't any items with Taichi, so there won't be any items now. Oi. So let's go and chat to all the kids. I'm pretty sure you can rank up with all of them. Hello, Koshiro. Chatty, chatty, chatty. Nata, nata, nata. Option 1. And that's a rank up. I don't know why they feel the need to fade to black every time you chat to them. I mean, is there really any need to show the Digimon? Speaking of which, why is it that there's nobody around to even question what they're doing, what they're doing there? Right, let's rank up with Takaru. Hello, Yamato. Let's rank up with you. This is purely for Sora's benefit, mate. You're gonna get your mega level regardless. But Sora needs the rank ups. Mimi? Rank up with me! Okay, ranked 2 for rank up. And that's that. Now we need to talk to Taichi. And like I said, I have no idea what they're saying at this point. It's just, you've got to talk to them all and pick the options the correct options to rank up with them. Well, apart from Taichi, okay, you don't rank up with Taichi. Taichi's too good to rank up with you. Oh, there you are, Joe. You late bastard. What time do you call this? Meeting finished ages ago. So, all the kids are like reunited again. So, obviously, we've got to go and look for the 8th child. Because, you know, Hikari hasn't got a Digivoice, so obviously it means it can't be her, even though it is. Spoilers. I don't fucking care, I spoiled it 2 parts ago. And the game kind of makes it obvious anyway. As well as the anime. I think Joe's got phone books and stuff that he was gonna, you know, so he was gonna get in contact with all the kids that they knew in Waiting View Terrace, Hikari Goka, whatever the fuck you want to call it, when they were living there, to see if anyone else witnessed this fight. Or whatever. And they're just gonna leave it all to Joe. He wants to sit on his arse all day, let him. Whiny prick. Like I said, in Season 2, in Adventure 2, he gets so cool. Much more laid back. But then again, I suppose that's what happens with time, you grow. Right. So, Taichi and Koshiro go one way, Joe goes off to do the phone book thing, Yamato and Takeru go another way, which leaves Sora and Mimi to team up. Girl power all the motherfucking way! Okay. And, more exposition. I think it kind of goes without saying that these two don't get on. Really, can you blame Taemon? She actually seems to have some common sense about her, while Pico Devimon's just like a fucking failure. And a liar to boot. How dare you call me fat? I am not fat! Okay, we get the point. Pico Devimon peed you off. Anyway, I believe this is a bit of exposition. It actually doesn't really take place in this episode in the anime. In the anime, this happens a little bit later on. But basically, Taemon's reminiscing on how she actually met Vamdemon. And the fact that her memories are pretty much... they're non-existent at this point. And I think she's just querying what happened before she met Vamdemon. Anyway, she's interrupted from her thoughts by this guy. This is Wizardmon. And he's fucking awesome, by the way. I'm just gonna come out and say it. Wizardmon is awesome. And he is also a very good close friend of Taemon's. Specifically, he's only in with Vamdemon because of Taemon. he considers her a good friend. Which kind of goes to show, if Tearamon has friends, she can't be that bad, surely. And she is cute. I'm sorry, but she's fucking cute. Tearamon is my favourite Digimon for a reason. Cuteness is one of the many reasons. The fact that she's a cat, just her design. And we're back on bloody Rehash Street. That's what I'm going to call it, Rehash Street. You see this every fucking... Ugh. Okay. I'm presuming that time is passing. Mimi, you're supposed to be looking for the 8th child. If I remember rightly in the anime, in the dub that I watched anyway, they were complaining about the heat, so they went up to that tower because of air conditioning. God, guys, how I envy you. You can go somewhere with air conditioning. And you can just get up and go whenever you feel like it. I reckon where they live, they also bloody have air conditioning. Bastards. It's so hot, I hate it. So the girls decide to go up the tower. Like I said, in the dub, it was in the dubbed anime, it was mostly because of the air conditioning. I'm presuming it's the same in the Japanese version and in the game. I mean, why else would they come up here? Oh, I have no idea what they're going on about now. But regardless, of course things aren't going to be completely hunky-dory. Things go wrong. And we are attacked by this guy, DeathMeramon. Wow. The name says it all. He means business. How dare you! So now we've got to fight this guy. If I remember rightly in the anime, Metal Greymon came along and actually helped out in the fight. But not the case in the game. We only have the girls to help take it on. And I'm kind of glad that I kept the Digi chip on Togemon, though at the same time regretting that I did not put it on Piamon. For the time being, I'm just going to have to make do. I think a miracle occurs in any case in this fight, where the L button randomly decides to start working. But only if I pressed it really, really super hard. And like I say, I don't mean to keep pressing the home button, it's just where I'm trying to press the L button and my fingers hovering over the... Oh, never mind. Luckily, Piamon's quite capable of taking the hits. This could be lengthy. Wow. I remember thinking, oh god, I'll have to quit, won't I? I can't do this without at least having the Evo chip on Piamon. But like I say, I got lucky. The R button randomly decided to work. But like I say, I really rammed the button hard in order to get it to work. But not so much on this turn, I don't think. So like I say, if you see me just lingering, it's me trying to get the R button to work and thinking, oh fuck, why the fuck is it not working? What the fuck is wrong with this PSP? Why do PSPs have to do this? Anyway, I'm going to attack down him. That should make things a little bit more bearable. I'm mostly going to be relying on Togemon until that L button randomly decides to work. Literally every single turn, randomly ramming the L button, trying to think, oh god, please work. And then, you know, it doesn't work, so I use an attack, because I can't keep wasting time. It'd be boring to watch. It would have been nice if they'd had the option to, you know, do something. That, you know, have another alternative option in order to digivolve, because... Oh wow, see? I got lucky. The L button randomly decided to work, which worked out at a very good time. And I can't believe we're actually fighting this guy on the street when we were literally entered the fight while we were inside the tower. And in the anime, I think we fought him in the tower as well, so... I'm going to heal you up because, let's face it, you should be able to take damage a lot more easier now that you're fully evolved. This episode's probably going to be a little bit longer than what I normally would have. Not out of pure desire, that is. It's just because I really want to get this episode done before ending the part off. It's not the first time it's happened though, so why the hell am I complaining? Ooh. I'm so scared. And I like the fact that this keeps happening. Okay, this guy's got counter. I can't believe it took me that long to realise that this guy has counter. Oh well. I don't know why I did that. I don't suppose it makes too much of a difference in any case at this point. Should be nearly done. One more hit, maybe two. Take this! Yeah, one more hit. And that's DeathMeramon taken care of. Okay. So we get to level up. And we're back in the tower. Despite the fact that we fought the guy out in the street. I don't get it. Okay. Well, we've taken care of another one of our Dimon's servants, so it can't be that bad. Anyway, we get this little extra exposition scene, which, you know, highlights further that Hikari is the 8th child, and also gives a clue as to who her partner might be. Yeah, Hikari's looking for her cat who's gone missing. The same cat who happened to steal her Digivice. And Hikari has no idea that Talmon's a baddie. Anyway, Talmon's not dumb. She's very quick to work out that Hikari knows way too much and that she could possibly be the 8th child. Only if she really suspected it, why didn't she just go and kill Hikari? Instead, she runs off and is unable to find herself, you know, she's unable to attack Hikari. Why? Well, you'll find out in due course. It seems pretty obvious to me, though. Anyway, I'll see you guys in the next part. We'll take on the next episode.